Hey Pisces, how you doing, sweethearts? This is your 2020 January reading. Oh my God, it's a new year and a new decade. I know, right? Crazy. I'm Adam Keith. This is Love, Light, and Joy Tarot. If you haven't been here before, thank you for joining me. And if you have been, thank you for returning. And I'm glad the readings are resonating with you. So this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody, but hopefully you can take something away. Also look into your rising and moon signs as well. And if you do want a personal reading, my email is in the description box below, or you can find it on my YouTube page in the About section. And you'll find more info there as well about how I conduct the readings and whatnot. So I can do a taped reading, or I can do a FaceTime reading. FaceTime is only for the US and Canada. So you have to be somewhere in there. I don't FaceTime in Europe. I probably could WhatsApp, but I haven't quite figured out. My WhatsApp is a little bit wanky, but I do have it. Anyway, plus it's also the big time changes, so I'm trying to keep it just pretty closer to where I live. Anyway, Pisces, let's go. Let's see. There's gonna be a lot of changes this year. Big ass changes. So let's see what the universe has in store for you. Okay, the first line here is the past, the recent past. Looks like you had a little tower moment going on there too. Then we have the present situation. Then we have advice from tarot or obstacles you may have to overcome. And then the last one here is the future. Now, the future I give about 3 months. But of course, it's very hard doing timelines with tarot because the universe doesn't quite work that way. And everybody has free will, and so everybody else is usually involved in what decisions and everything else that play out. So it's a little hard to figure that out all the time. So, and any reader will tell you that, of course, we are not fortune tellers. We can just give you the information that we see, and hopefully, I think the biggest part of this also too, and I want to tell people, I've been explaining this as well, is that the cards are here to help guide you. Nothing is set in stone with these cards. Everyone has free will to change and do whatever they want. So nothing is written in stone. The major arcana are usually a little bit more destined to happen. They usually are. Hold on for a minute. Coming. Thank you. Question for you. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yes or? Yes. You are. Is this the message that you're filming today? Because I got a letter. Wait, it just came in today. Hold on. This was in the mailbox. Oh yeah, that's post office. This is the post office? Yes. Yeah, so you're gonna have to go to the post office. Okay, so perfect, thank you. Sorry about that, Pisces. I'm gonna knock at the door and things have been being delivered. Is the time beyond. Actually, filming this, what is the day? Well, it's before Christmas, so anyway. And I was saying, so it's really just, these are also to help you too. So remember to keep your energy high, to balance your energies, to make sure that you're living and getting the most out of your life. And that's really about the energy that you're putting forth, because that's how you manifest the things you really want in life. So remember that with tarot. It's very important too, because a lot of people get really hooked on it and say, well, that didn't happen, or that didn't happen. It's like I said, it's not written in stone. So let's get started here. Your overall energy, 2 of Cups. So 2 of Cups, beautiful energy. This is about, could be about a relationship, romantic or business partner, or any significant relationship. It could also be about contracts, or it could also be about balancing your energies, as I was just saying. So there you go. And okay, so let's get on here, shall we? And this is the monthly. I probably said weekly. This is the monthly energy. So you do have the Three of Pentacles in the past here. Now this is working with other people, working with other people's money, working in groups. Sometimes could also be, sometimes I found out this is also occasionally kind of some kind of contracts. It could even be like marriage contracts in that you're sort of working with a group in that way. This could also be getting discovered for what you do, for the work you do, or the creativity that you do. So, but then you have the Tower card right next to it. Now the Tower moments, of course, can really are brought to you by the universe to really change your world. And sometimes they're very painful, and sometimes they're easy, much easier. Of course, change is always difficult. But they're there because the universe wants you to start a new foundation for something, because the foundation that was there was either never good to begin with, or it's gotten seriously cracks in it that it hasn't had upkeep. And I say that for a lot of things, because any kind of relationships that were involved, be personal or romantically or business, if we don't do also maintenance work for that, those relationships and everything else can crumble. So therefore, sometimes the structure needs to come down. So I don't know what this Tower moment was for you, and it may have happened around December 12th, because a lot of that was the full moon in Gemini. You did have to have heartbreak here too. This is disappointment, heartbreak. So obviously with the Tower moment, it did create this heartbreak, but it looks like some truth had come in. Truth to the situation had come in. You have the Knight of Swords here. So some truth was coming through. So looks like it may have involved other people with this Three of Pentacles. So I'm really feeling this is something happening with either a group of people, some kind of contract with people. It could even be a marriage too. Business associates, something happened, something was revealed that created this Tower moment and brought heartbreak. So, present moment, you are either you or somebody else is the Knave of Wands, and I forgot to do my Indigo Angel Oracle card. Let me do that right now before I get into the thing. I'm so sorry. It's a little scattered today. So let's get a little Indigo Angel card for Pisces here, just to sort of see about also the other energies for the month for January 2020, please, universe. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. Page 45. Okay. This card asks you to step back from your current path or thought process and review the situation you're asking about. There's an unseen aspect, and the angels guide you to slow down so you can move forward with the whole picture in sight. This card can also be cautionary. If you are about to make a radical change impulsively, while it still may be the best path, this card asks you to look into alternatives first. As an Indigo, you're exquisitely sensitive to energy, and your mission is to heal and transform your negative energy into positive. However, there's always a better way to do so. This card asks you to research your options for making the helpful changes that are part of your Indigo mission. So maybe whatever this Tower moment brought in is really kind of telling you to really think about the situation before you make sudden moves and, maybe pick the wrong decision. And again, you have this Two of Cups here, so definitely for this whole month, it is definitely about relationships. Something, like I said, business partnership, it's someone close to you, could be, romantic, personal relationships of this sort. So again, the Knave of Wands is new inspiration coming in, a new creativity, something that, getting something done, to implement something. Now, this could be a younger person saying something or coming in with this information, or it could be you starting the beginnings of an implementation. Jesus, I can't speak today. What else will go wrong? Seven of Swords. This is the Thievery card. So this is about deception. It's about people trying to get away with things, hidden things. It can also be the card of self-sabotage, okay? You have the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is balancing, juggling things. Juggling what? Juggling careers, juggling, people in your life, finances. So it could be a wide variety. We will get clarifiers in all of this. And then you have the Justice here. Now, Justice is about seeking balance and seeking truth. And also, Justice reminds us that your actions, for every action, your actions have repercussions. So remember that. That's also very based karmically. So you have to be careful with this. That's why I think it's also saying think about it. Think before you act. Okay? So you have the Chariot. Now, it says things are moving quite quickly. Whatever the situation is moving quite quickly. The Sun card. Now, the Sun says, I think it wants to give you to be on your path. To be, this is the prosperity. This is joy, happiness, love, light, joy. And I think here, it's interesting that it's also under the Seven of Swords and this Tower. It's like, I think it's about a matter of getting back to your joy and to your path. And it's not in your cards, it's in the advice or things you have to overcome. So this is the advice. It's like, what truly makes you happy? Where is your life path? That kind of thing. So we'll get some clarifiers. So you have the Knight of Cups here. So could be a love offer. Could be it could be a love offer because somebody could come in with some kind of emotional contentment, something to give you, some piece of information that might be coming in. Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is all about illusion, delusion, daydreaming. It can be that you have many different options on the table. But since it's here in the advice, I'm thinking it's saying don't daydream and don't delude yourself. All right? So, and the underneath, you have the future. It does have the Queen of Cups. Now, this may be you or somebody else coming in to help nurture you. And the Queen of Cups is all about balancing your energies, as we talked about before. Making sure that your energies are balancing high and vibrating higher. Not living in doubt, fear, regret, any kind of negative, lower vibe energy. So you need to keep meditating, go out in nature, to touch with nature and get really centered and get your vibrations high. Then you have the Ten of Cups here. Now, this is the Happy Ever After card, and it's beautiful that it's right underneath the sun. So it's looking like you're going through this deception and this Tower moment, and the universe is saying you need to be on your path. It's like we want to give you this. You have the Ten of Cups here. You can be happy ever after. You have the Star card. This is the Hope and Healing card. It's also about beauty. It's also that the universe has your back. So you may be healing from a situation. You also have the Temperance card here. Now, again, this is about balancing energies and also being patient. So, because nothing happens overnight, that's for sure. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to do a clarifier on the Three of Pentacles, because I want to find a little bit more about what the Three of Pentacles is about, which caused maybe this Tower moment and this disappointment, this heartbreak, because the information came in. Let's see. Yeah, loss. It's all about loss. It's loss with something, again, to do with a group of people or two people, contract of some sort, business, could be personal relationship too, but it's definitely about a loss. Something information came in. Okay, so let's see what the Knave is all about. Let's get one for the Knave. The Knave of Wands here. You got the Knight again, the Knight of Swords again. So this is truth coming in again. Rushing in, communication, ideas. So maybe this is you inspiring to tell the truth or to communicate with people or of some nature. Or this is someone coming to you with new truth, with new communication. So, and it could be someone younger, it could just be a new bit of information coming in. You have the Seven of Swords here. Now, the Seven of Swords, like I said, is the deceptive card, could be self-sabotage, but let's see. Let's get some more info for that. You have the Ace of Cups, okay? So this is a new emotional beginning. So it looks like the universe wants to offer you this new emotional beginning, There's something about the over with the swords here. Either you're just, you're self-sabotaging yourself by saying you can't do anything, you can't figure something out, or you're not smart enough, or whatever it is, that you're holding yourself back, or someone's been deceiving someone, but that needs kind of to change. I'm going to get one more clarifier for this and just make sure what we're talking about here. Let's see, one more card, please, for the Ace and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Wands. That's defending yourself. Standing up for what you want. You're really kind of defending yourself. Oh, you know what this is? Something went AWire. Someone has disrupted the... Someone has disrupted the tranquility. Someone has upset the cart here for this peacefulness, because it's defending. The Seven of Swords is defending. This isn't a self-sabotage card. This is somebody was doing something deceptive, or something behind someone's back, and having to defend yourself. It's kind of created upheaval with the contentment here. So hopefully this can go back to another Ace of Cups again. You do have the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles. Let's see if we can get a juggling, because it is all about juggling. What is it that is juggling? This new information coming in, this deception or thievery, having to defend oneself. Again, Queen of Swords. This is all about more truth coming in. More truth coming in. This is a woman who does not take any BS. She cuts right down to the heart of the matter. So whether you're still balancing something, you get some new truth coming in from somebody, some new communication that maybe sets one of those pentacles down. Because this is a very articulate person. This queen, the swords, of course, all about truth, justice, communication, and ideas. But from what I'm feeling here, because of this deception, 7 cards, and all these swords, lots of swords energy here, is that there was something deceptive that had happened, and it is about something being juggled. But something is coming in to set it right. This is the Queen of Swords, and she doesn't seem to be taking any BS. She's like telling information coming in and cutting right down to the bone. So hopefully that helps you in some way. Because the Justice card here, it's all about the justice now. Getting, balancing the scales, looking for truth. Be careful of your actions have repercussions, that kind of thing. So let's see. Let's get one more card for that. Ooh, Nine of Swords. Okay. In the pursuit, either you're trying to balance things out, or trying to look for some truth. In the meantime, it has also been keeping you up at night. It's been worrisome for you, or this new information coming in is worrisome. But I think the scales will eventually balance themselves out. I think that's going to be just fine. Things are moving quickly. This is all moving very quickly here. You do have the Sun card. Now, I'm kind of curious because we did get the... Can I have a little more info with the Sun card? Decision has to be made. I think this is, again, more... You got a lot of sword energy in here. Wow. Through this whole reading. I think this is saying if you really want, you need to decide what you want for your happiness. You need to make a decision. Because remember, you're balancing here, you're juggling on the Two of Pentacles, right? You're juggling all this, and the Sun, the Sun's like, do you want this? Do you want the happiness? Like, where do you want your happiness? You need to decide something, and it's happening quickly. So this Knight of Cups. Now again, this is an offer of love. This is could be anything emotionally contentment. Let me see what's a little more information about this. You got Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. Holding on to your money. Holding on to emotions. Trying to hold on to, could be also people or family, because this is also relationships too. Let me get one more card. One more. Oops, not three. One would have been fine. Although I think I'm going to take these because it seems that the universe wanted these. You have the Hierophant, which is all about the soul, listening to your inner workings, your soul, the direction, the path you need to take. You have this, the Moon, which is all about fear, doubts, about things that are not seen. And then you have the Three of Wands, which is about expansion of something. Going forward. Just give me a second. Remember, this could be the advice you're offering. You may have to, you know what it is? You may have to make an offering of some sort to somebody. I'm feeling this is more you because this is the advice. The advice is Tarot saying you need to make an offering. Most likely some kind of peace offering, perhaps, or love offering. And stop holding back. Maybe you're holding back your emotions. Could be it. Because even though you're kind of fearful, but you need to follow your soul. You need to really find what's inside. And if you do, things will expand. So interesting mixture of cards. It's an interesting reading so far. I think you're my third reading, and so I'm like, So, Seven of Cups, illusions, daydreaming, could be options, but let's just get another card for this, please. Again, you have the Knight of Cups. It is really telling you that you need to make an offering of some sort. Maybe this is a peace offering or something, or an offer of love. I'm thinking that's what it is. It says you really shouldn't be caught up in your daydreams, in this delusion. You really need to make a solid offer here. You know? So, Queen of Cups. This is about, balance your emotions, but I'm not sure if this is you or somebody else. So let's see. Could be somebody else coming in. Queen of Cups, please. Can I have one for the Queen of Cups? Eight of Swords. More sword energy. That's feeling restricted. Either self-imposed restriction, like someone has restricted you in some way, and it could also be the imprisonment card, but I don't think that applies here. Hopefully not for anybody. I think it's telling you to balance your energies. Let me get one more card. Because you really need to be... The Eight of Swords is also the, what do you call it? I like to call it the braces on the brains. The things we tell ourselves, the things we live in fear and doubt and regret, and we start telling ourselves these things that we couldn't possibly do. And that's not living in the Queen of Cups energy. So let me just get one more information. Two of Swords. A decision needs to be made. You had this before. The Two of Swords. Where was that Two of Swords? Kind of lost it in this pile of cards here. Oh, here. And the Sun. There's some decision you have to make. And I think you're going to have to try to make a rational decision about it. Something is restricting you. You have the Ten of Cups now. Let's see what the Ten of Cups is all about. You have the Three of Pentacles, which you had up here. This is something, again, I think this is playing back to this Three of Pentacles up here. Something that happened, the Tower moment that happened, has something to do with your happiness. This has to be, I think this, as I'm reading the cards, this has to be resolved. Whatever this Tower moment was for you, it has to be resolved for you to continue your happiness, to have the wish fulfillment card here. I mean, the happy ever after card. It does have to do with this tower moment, obviously. This is very, very on point. It does say you're going to be healing from it. There will be healing time. There will be beauty. So that's good. That's good to see. There will be healing time, but you're going to have to work at it. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to keep going on. You know, the healing process is never straightforward. It's not like you wake up one morning and you're like, oh, I'm healed. You know, it's a gradual process, especially emotionally. It's a very gradual process. So, but you're going to have to keep working on it. The Temperance card is saying be patient, be balanced. But let's get one more card. 10 of Wands, letting go of burden. Whatever that burden was for you. But remember, you can do that when you're balanced and be patient. You're going to be letting down a burden. Wow, Pisces, this was quite the reading. So what I'm going to do is a final little outcome, an inverted pyramid of 6 cards. I'm going to take just my Starman cards out of this because I don't, so that, oops, I had to mix them up because I don't like them sitting on top of each other. So put that in there and put that in there. Okay. Was that it? And one more. Okay. So let's see what the final outcome is for this, for the month of January. Lots of energy. Oh, you have to leave me some comments. I want to know what's going on. Jesus. Because the funny is it comes all full circle. Like this moment comes back full circle. So let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Judgment. The Alien, which is the Hermit. 5 of Wands, conflict. 6 of Cups, something from the past, someone coming in from the past, nostalgia. And the Princess of Pentacles. Okay. So Judgment could be a second time coming, something second time, like a second chance at something. Because with this, the way the reading was, I don't think this is coming into your, like, discovering your soul purpose. This is definitely coming a second chance, because remember, we went full circle here with this 3 of Pentacles. It's having to look inward. You're going to have to look inward. You're really going to have to think about what has happened here. Remember, it does say think about it. This is the Alien, the Hermit card, where you really need to concentrate and sort of think, what happened? How do I handle this? And really go deep. Because there's conflict here. There's definitely conflict. Could be internal conflict, but it could be external conflict. I'm thinking it's probably a bit of both for this right now, because considering the way the cards are being read. It does have something to do with the past. Something to do with children, something to do with the past, someone coming in from the past. You're feeling nostalgic. And then you have the 2 of Wands. So a decision has to be implemented. Remember, you got the 2 of Swords twice. So you're going to be implementing something, deciding what it is you want to do. You have the Princess of Pentacles, and this is a new start of a new beginning. And this could, again, be finance, career. But since this, I'm not really feeling that this is finance, career, because we got the 2 of Cups. For your overall monthly energy. This says to me is that this may be, again, about relationships. Starting maybe anew in something, because this is the beginning offer of something. So, yeah, wow. Okay, Pisces, that was a lot for January. I told you a lot's transforming for this year. It really is. January, I mean, the 2020 is going to be, it's going to be difficult for some, because there's just so much change going to be happening. But we can get through this, and once we get through it, we'll be in a much better space. And I know December was a lot of upheaval for people. So now it's kind of getting, again, you saw that in your past cards. So now we're kind of figuring it out and seeing where to go next. And it does transform everything, does change everything. But usually, it should be changing it for the better, because the energies are picking up in more of a positive note during the year as we continue to go on. So I hope that helps. Please look out for your weeklies as well to give you more guidance. Again, if you want a personal reading, my email is below. Hit me up. I'll send you all the info, okay? And please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. And Pisces, have a wonderful, wonderful day, week. I'm sure I'll see you next week. And you take care, all right? Ciao.